ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me, as always, for this fine program is the collector, protector, protect your necker, the one, the only, Mr. Roberto Davis. How are you, Roberto?
Anthony Khan, please do not book any more matches while we are recording this show.
The PSA
you motherfucker.
The PSA is out here. Tony, we have 10 matches to predict. Don't fucking add any more.
Bro, Tony.
Now, joining us as well is the Demoness. Come to caress, take your soul, put you in a hole. She's the Demoness. How are you, Nicola?
Hello. Pretty good. Everybody does, as always. Yeah, I'm good. Just, murdering people, doing my norm. Or will be.
It's a normal day in the Demon Ladies world, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it raining in the UK?
Is it raining?
Nope, not right now.
It's because it's raining here in California.
Yeah, because it's been sunny in the UK for the past couple of days, which has been quite nice. So I haven't been we switched again. We keep doing this. When it's raining there, it's sunny here. But then when it's sunny there, it's constantly raining here.
I will say this. On my end, I mean, as we all know, in Myrtle Beach, South Kakalaki, wildfires has happened. So I will say this: my love to everybody who was affected by the wildfires. Mad love. That's the thing too, man. It's crazy. Like, you got rain, she's got sun. I've got a mixture of rain and sun. So there's a whole lot of dicks flying around here.
Also, this is the other funny part, right? It may be sunny here. Yeah, the flying dicks that fall from the sky. It drops below -1 at night. How messed up is that? It's like 17 in a day, and then when it gets to night, it drops to -1, -2. It is fucking weird, but it's UK and the world I live in. It's always hot.
California guy don't understand that.
Well, we are going to be in Cali for Revolution, and to put it out there in the front, we're out on bail for Shout of Jail, California Dreamin'. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing Hoochie screaming. Shout out to Tupac and Dr. Dre. Rest in peace. West Side. Good, Nick.
I did it too. I did. I'm from that era too. I know who you mean. I'm not that old.
I feel you. I will say this before we even get into Elimination Chamber. Since Robert did this, I figure we start with Mi Amigos, Jeff Jarrett on his My World podcast, along with Conrad Thompson. So one of the big things that was a takeaway from one of his episodes when talking about the news in wrestling and the Elimination Chamber itself, he said, and I quote, Cody saying go fuck yourself to The Rock was not needed. It was not called for. Hey, Jeff, you versus MJF was not necessary or called for. Or nothing we didn't want to see. So, fuck you, Jeff Jarrett.
You're not worthy of anything. No one wants to see your sorry old ass anymore. Get a ring. Fuck off.
Oddly enough, I thought he was going to bring up the fact that Christian, that was one, by the way, that Christian had, told Edge Copeland to go fuck himself. I thought he was going to say, he copied us or whatever. Right. But he didn't.
That is what is just the thing to me. I mean, Jeff, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me back in 1997 or 98 when he came back to the WWF from WCW and he cut that shoot promo on Raw and he talked about Austin 316 offending him and Stone Cold wanting to whoop his ass. It's like, bro, you're really going to take a shot at my gimmick when you just get back here? Like when Austin was ready to mollywop him. So that's what it kind of reminds me.
What?
Literally what for the show? There you go, Nico. What? So that's what it reminds me of. And
shooting on my gimmick?
Shooting on my gimmick, brother?
What?
And a big thing as well with AEW. Ray Phoenix, he's free. He's free. He's like a bird. He's ready to fly away like he's Nelly Furtado in the year 2001. Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
So Phoenix, I'm going to say this right now. With the storyline that we have going on now with Penta against Ludwig Kaiser and Pete Dunne, let us get the Let us get the Lucha Bros against Pete Dunne and Kaiser. I'm here for it. I'm here for a tag team match with those two. What do you think, Roberto?
My gosh, the thought of even Phoenix Ray Phoenix debuting at WrestleMania potentially is something I didn't have on my 2025 wrestling bingo card because holy shit.
Right. But that's the thing, too. When you're in where he was, and I look at it from a stance, too, like this, you need to be in a good spot where you're not being stifled. You're not being kind of like congested and kind of like being just in jail practically from where you are. Want that release from the contract. He's now free, and we have a chance to get the Lucha Brothers in WWE. So I'm going to move it on over to Nicola on this one. Your thoughts on Rey Fenix out of AEW, and dang it, we know where he's going. Talk about the WWE with the Lucha Bros, man.
You know what? Him and Penta were awesome, always in AEW. So of course they're going to be massive in WWE. They are just going to destroy. Oh, never mind.
The thing too. I mean,
wow.
you're totally fine. I look at stats like this. We have a lot of things to come with Rey Fenix and everything that comes with Penta. So the Lucha Brothers against, give me Kaiser and Dunn, give me the Viking Raiders, the War Raiders, give me, oh my God, the New Day. There's so many tag teams that they can wrestle on Raw, dude.
This is a fantastic shot in the arm to the tag division. I think, at one point in time, AEW definitely was the go-to place for tag team wrestling, and I think they still can be because they have some fantastic tag teams. But so does WWE, and she's gone.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, she's back. The Lucha Bros in WWE is a fantastic shot in the arm to the tag division because, like you said, you've got some amazing tag teams. The Lucha Bros versus Viking Raiders, I think would, just be phenomenal. The Lucha Bros versus this new version of the Street Profits.
Yes.
That would be nuts. So I'm definitely all for this.
We have a lot of things that really showcase the trajectory of the tag team division. And another thing I have to say, because he's one of our absolute favorites who is now on Raw, shout out to Uncle Allen, that being Mr. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. They don't want none. He's calling out Logan Paul next week, but he had a little bit of the devil on his shoulder, if you will, by the one and only Mr. Karrion Kross, telling him, hey, man.
Kross has been at it again.
Yes.
I love that man so much. He's so cool.
I popped because the TNA fan in me, AJ Styles, told him, hey, man, I know about my evil ways. And I popped to AJ Styles, get that TNA title hostage. Rockstar Spud needed to get it to Madam. Madam.
He went to the pub, didn't he, and broke into her house like a crazy motherfucker that he is. But yeah, mad love. You donut. But anyway.
That's what it reminded me of. As soon as he said evil ways, I had a flashback to TNA 2013 and the Ices and Ites. I have to put this into fruition. AJ Styles and Logan Paul, y'all. I'm ready for WrestleMania. No. All right, you want to start it off?
Okay, so all right. You know how Logan Paul can fuck off. He should not be in WrestleMania at all. But then again, somehow he was in the Elimination Chamber as well. And somehow that motherfucker is popping up everywhere. And no, he shouldn't go get. But AJ's going to mollywop him anyway, so fuck it. AJ, please kill him. Thank you.
Now, can we just say how you like CM Punk for a few seconds when he eliminated Elimination Chamber?
I'm going to actually say this. Right? I thought I'd never say these words in my life, but oh well. CM Punk, thank you so much. I actually like you for destroying that piece of shit and getting rid of him. Also, why did he fucking pin Priest? No fucking way. In any reality, is he pinning Dave?
All right, so for those
this is why we had to do this. We had to.
So for those who want
fuck you, Logan Paul, but mad love Punk for once.
So for those who want context, and spoiler alert if you haven't watched the Elimination.
Oops, my bad. Sorry.
No, so Drew McIntyre was pissed he got eliminated by Damian Priest. So Claymore kicks Damian Priest, and Logan Paul picks up the scraps, does the frog splash off top of the pod. 1, 2, 3, and eliminated Damian Priest. Oh my goodness!
And who did I have to win? Damian Priest.
Yeah, he lost.
And he gets pinned by
Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
So CM Punk, thank you, because I actually like you a little bit now for that one. You've gone up. Only a little. You're still a dickhead, but you've gone up a bit.
Well, I will say this about him.
It won't last. Just like with Tesla, it didn't last long there either.
Did you see the other bullshit that people were like, all right, first of all, these people have got to stop. Because as you know, him, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade have a friendship.
Oh, is this the tag team thing they keep showing?
Yeah.
Go, Mark.
You're talking about Becky Lynch's tweet.
That too, but besides
Becky
and besides the fact that she said what she said after she told Seth, CM Punk told him to go get your man, which I thought was hilarious, and that deleted tweet. That's not even it. The other bullshit, these people have got to stop. Y'all, he's not having sex with Roxanne and Cora. He's a married man. There's like, oh, don't you ladies realize that he just wants to have sex with you? Did you see this fucking IWC bullshit community are going after him?
Oh, sorry, what?
Okay, so the IWC, the Internet Wrestling Robert's face, he can even tell by this. So, of course, as we know, he's very close with Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade in NXT. He's helping a lot of the NXT talents. He's worked with them. They're all friends. You know, he's helping the young kids. And they're acting like they're all having sex with each other. And I'm like, fuckers. Like,
do they work in McDonald's? Because apparently that's what they all do at McDonald's in the
UK. Get you a wham burger and some French fries. No. No, it's just the problem is people are just ignoramuses. And also, first and foremost, Roxanne Perez has a boyfriend, and it's that dude who's on LFG, that's on A&E now. And Cora Jade is with some other guy not named Braun Breaker. Oof, 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 oof. So, I mean, it's literally NXT Love Island over there. They're not having sex with CM Punk. So,
that program too. Fuck off Love Island.
See?
Fuck off. If I wanted to sit there and cry, I'd fucking go and summon demons. So fuck off with. Who wants to see all that shit? Oh, my ex is got now.
I will say this: if you really if you really want to annoy our captain, just mention Love Island because Dazzy loves it.
Not just our captain, our demoness as well, because she will murder you.
Yes. So, well, friggin', at least it's not Love is Blind. Oh God, those reality shows, Love is Blind, Love Island, all those bullshit.
Big Brother. Fuck off. No. I've not watched any of that shit in years.
Oh,
but I got better things to do. No.
But yes, Becky Lynch coming back and clapping at CM Punk for saying, come get your man. He's like, why don't you just go, don't worry about my man, because, the whole brawl this week on Raw was absolutely amazing. I really am enjoying where they're going because Seth said, if it's not me, it's not going to be you either. So John Cena takes advantage, hits the STF, Punk passes out to the Pain, and then he wins the Chamber. Then out comes Cody. All right, I'm going to say this first and foremost. We're going to throw up the middle finger right now.
Yeah, I understand.
Travis Scott, big fuck you right here, Mr.
Travis Scott. Travis Scott, I've got one word to say to you. Get back in your triangle fucker box.
Is he one of the triangle?
Bye-bye. Yeah, of course he fucking is. You should see some of his fucking concerts. He has been for a long time. Oh, wait. Hi, Mum. I got that from her just saying. Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum.
There was this video circulating of Travis and the Diddy walk in, and the Diddy.
Oh yeah, he's a Diddy friend.
And Travis Scott ran away from him. That's
I wonder why.
The smartest thing he's probably done.
So
actually, you know what? I might be wrong about him being triangle fuck, but if he's been around Diddy, but
more than likely.
Why are you putting your hands on fucking? Why are you meant to be there for fucking Jey Uso? Why the fuck are you coming out and going at Cody for? Get back in your fucking box, dude.
I gotta
fuck off, Travis Scott. You suck.
I gotta give a shout out to Mama and Papa Lark because we're all sitting there watching this and we're like, why the fuck is Travis Scott in the ring? And here's what it is. This was the Rock call. This was not a Triple H call. This was a Rock call because of his celebrity that Travis Scott has. And there is now talk that Travis Scott might be wrestling. And Travis, I'm going to say this right now. Pull your fucking punches. Good God. This man gave Cody Rhodes a busted eardrum and a black eye, and he hit him for real. He needed to just bend down and pull it.
Right there as well.
Yes. Eardrum and a blood.
What's that idiot doing there?
Well, he lives.
You asshole.
He lives in Toronto, but they didn't bring any attention to him.
No.
Good.
Fucking Drake was there. And
Oh
now,
no, they did on Twitter because I saw a picture of him taking a picture of Travis Scott, and I was just like, "Oh, you twat! No,
now,
And
now
Logan
why
Paul
are you
riding
fucking taking-"
OVO on the chamber.
yeah. Now
Like,
here's my thing about Drake and all that. Now AEW is trying to pitch Kendrick Lamar. Like, no, please don't.
What? Yeah, why? Why are all rappers appearing in red? Oh, wonder why. Okay,
Yeah. Fucking Kendrick Lamar and
stay
now.
away from them, you ass wipes.
Oh God! Stop putting shit into the universe, people. Nobody wants to see
Yeah,
Lamar in AEW. Stop it.
no one wants to see Travis Scott on fucking WWE or Chamber of any of it.
So
Ever.
Kendrick, come to AEW.
I'm AEW. I love you. Kendrick
Oh my God.
Lamar.
WWE, they're not like us.
I'll pay you. So
What the fuck? I
to
hate
the,
them two so much. No offense to either one of them, but I do not like you at all. And my mum hates you too, so that's just something.
so let's put this into perspective too, because the heel turn happens. John Cena kicks Cody low in the ding ding. Rock does the to him, and then we get the low blow. The John Cena, the last time he was a babyface was heel was in 2003. His last 2003 pay-per-view match with Kurt Angle at No Mercy that year was his final match as a heel before he turned babyface a month later. So 22 years since John Cena's been a heel. If we're going in this direction, I'm going to say this right now. You better not have My Time Is Now as your theme. He better not dress in the jorts. He needs to have a character up, I'm saying a revamp. You got to let him just go out there and say, you know what? I don't need your kids. I'm not going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for me. He needs to cut that heel promo, much like, and I'm going to say his name, but fuck you, Hulk Hogan. Much like Hulk Hogan when he turned his back on WCW, NWO, and you could look at all this crap in the ring where they were throwing the trash at him. He needs a revamp and resurgence of that character. So I'm going to start with Roberto. Your thoughts of the John Cena heel turn 22 years later?
We coming for you, John Cena.
Fact.
It should be interesting. 2003. I was just graduating high school. So to think that it's been this long is kind of like, holy shit. That's been a long time. And, I think this heel turn was more for those of us that were kids during that time that are old enough to remember when John Cena was a heel.
Yep.
The preliminary report right now on his new theme, Travis Scott is actually writing it. So.
Oh, you suck, motherfucker!
Oh, you know what? That's the end of John Cena right there.
Oh, you fucking suck. So
I hate you, Travis Scott.
But I do agree with Robert. I think it's going to be very interesting with now this resurgence as we're adults watching John Cena now as a heel. So, Nicola, what were your thoughts on the heel turn?
I kind of, as same as used to, again, grew up, saw the heel turn the first time, now I'm seeing it again. I wasn't mad at him, I'm mad at the other motherfucker.
The Rock.
Anyway,
Rock.
fucking, right, I'm saying this right now. Him saying, I want your souls, who I am, I'm like, dude, no, it does not suit you.
Bitch.
No. It just sucked. It didn't sound right coming out of his mouth. It just sounded lame and shit. And no offense, no one wants to see you no more, Rock. Just go back and do something else.
So,
yeah, go back to your movies. Stay out the fucking ring.
So my thing to that too is, with him being a member of the board, of course, he can do what he wants, and he's the member of the board, the TKO board. But in this particular scenario, like last year, what we saw with him and Cody, and now this year with him and Cody, and Cody telling him to go fuck yourself and the whole deal. Man, yeah, he pisses me off for the fact that not only because of what he's doing, but he has to stick his nose into these things. And if we can ever get him and Roman, fine. But at this particular point, I'm kind of like whatever with it, because I think if there's anything, now here's a caveat here. I'm going to put this on the sidebar, flip side. I would like to see Seth versus Roman one-on-one because there's more story there with the Shield and whatnot and what happened at the Rumble. But could we possibly make this a triple threat at WrestleMania? Cena, Cody, and Punk. After what we saw with that promo on Raw, put Punk in there, make it a triple threat. CM Punk finally gets his WrestleMania main event. You can add a little stipulation there and put Punk in it. So, I mean...
So he could stop crying about it? Sure.
But we shall see. No, there's a lot of different ways that they can go with it with the trajectory arc. And speaking of trajectory arc, my dear friends, so we start off the Elimination Chamber for the women. We're getting ready to go with Naomi and Liv, but then here comes Jade Cargill, and Liv Morgan is petrified, and she gets into the chamber. She's like, I had nothing to do with it. And then Jade looks right at her and goes, I know it wasn't you. And then she absolutely beats the shit out of Naomi right into the chamber. Bianca's looking like friggin' Beyonce in the movie Obsessed with friggin' her and Idris Elba. She is putting on the acting performance of a lifetime. Jade is friggin' throwing Naomi right into the chamber and the pods and everything. Oh my goodness, this woman was mollywopped. I'd like to report a murder. Oh my goodness, Jade Cargill. Nicola, talk about it first and foremost. Your thoughts on Jade attacking that girl Naomi?
So like I said, I'm frustrated because my mindset does not for 1 second believe this, Naomi. Not 1 second, but obviously it's the way it's looking and what I said before the show as well. But she battered her. There wasn't even, I mean, for all of them in the pods, like Alexa's pod was destroyed because her head was going into it over and over again. And slamming the. I actually felt that one when the gate slammed into her ribs and everything. It was like, but yeah, Bianca was definitely having a very bad moment in that because they were not letting none of them out either. So she just, kicked the fuck out of her.
Rob, do you like this Jade Cargill intensity against Naomi?
Yes.
It was interesting. I think at first watch I didn't know how to feel about it, but
No.
I think this direction might be what Jade needs.
I'm right there with you. Now, all right, we got to let the eager beaver get at this. And I'm looking at the beaver that's eager, and that's you, Nicola McDonald. So we have to put this into fruition. All right, we're going to get into it. So Liv Morgan, that damn Liv Morgan, pinned Alexa Bliss. We were this close to Alexa Bliss winning. Liv Morgan pinned Alexa Bliss. So do you think that at WrestleMania it's going to be Liv and Raquel against Alexa and Nikki Cross for the Women's Tag Team Championship?
Fuck yes, but I was wrong because I thought Nikki was going to appear, and obviously she didn't because obviously with Alexa right now, they're appearing they're doing the QR, all that stuff again. So I was kind of a bit sad about it because I was like, oh, come on, Nikki's got to come out of some, and then Jade appears. And that was what got me because I was like, come on, she's got to be under the ring. And then obviously, and then why Liv still? Why are we still doing this? We've seen, I know, okay, yes. And then Alexa's face after when she pinned her, I was just like, no, just no. And then Bianca whipped her and I laughed my head off and I probably shouldn't have done that because that hair must have fucking hurt. But I did kind of go, that's what you get for getting rid of Alexa. But yeah, it pissed me off immensely. And
but that's the thing too. It's just because I mean you have Alexa and Nikki now. If you remember 5 years ago, they did wrestle and beat the Kabuki Warriors for the Raw Women's Tag Team Championships at the time. So there's history there. You put on the history of the Wyatt Six, and especially against Liv and Raquel, who are a formidable tag team, against Alexa and Nikki, also a formidable tag team. But this new version of them, both being very dark, has a lot of potential. And I'll go over to my main man Roberto Davis, much like Nicola just stated. What are your thoughts on this potential tag team match?
I think there's a lot of potential in it. There's a lot of clamoring. Where is the Wyatt Six? Because they apparently have been off of TV since December.
And Bo Dallas is now cleared. Yeah,
is he cleared?
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Let's.
I think was it 3 days ago? It came back. Yeah.
Let's get it going again. We definitely can use some Wyatt Six.
That
I also found my Yowie Wowie t-shirt. So
you did? Awesome. Okay, yes.
The same day that came out, I was like, yeah.
So I will say this. So other things I will say from the Elimination Chamber, I enjoyed the whole show. The only match that I thought was kind of it was solid was Trish and Tiffy beating Nia and Candice. That was fine. Nia Jax thing. Trish getting the nice hometown pop. Of course, Kevin Owens absolutely mollywopped. They both mollywopped each other. That unsanctioned, that barbed wire chair, the blue thunder bomb on it, and then the return of Randy Orton. Are y'all excited for Randy Orton and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
That's
Kevin's losing, but
yeah, but I'm telling you, y'all, I am pitching for a Sami Zayn Killer Cross match. I don't care if it's friggin' WrestleMania or whatever. Gotta get a Karrion Cross Sami Zayn match. We need something of that accord, man.
They both destroyed each other. So the Max, and even after he'd won, he was still trying to fuck him up more. But wow.
Oh my goodness. But yes, with that being said, y'all, let's go to the 2 videos we will play before we get into these predictions. Now, the Hardy Boys, as we all know, they're facing Fraxium next week for the TNA World Tag Titles on NXT Roadblock, along with Oba Femi against Moose, the NXT World Championship. But the Hardy Boys ran into an old friend, if you will, of theirs. So here is the Hardy Boys with Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page from. Now you got to listen to this because this was very important, and I brought this up. Y'all got to listen.
I am at the PC for the first time ever. I don't know how I've never ended up here. You've been here several times, right? Hey guys, how you doing? How are you? Hello, everyone. What an incredible, just impressive facility. I love it so much. Ethan,
Matt,
good to see you.
great to see you.
Hey man, I just want to say I'm really happy for your success. You deserve it.
I appreciate that, Jeff. I hope you boys are enjoying the PC.
So far, so
You
good.
visit the NXT.
Yeah, so
Okay.
far, so good. Good. Ethan, actually, by the way, I wanted to mention your new finish. It's so original, so creative.
Oh, thank you so much. I wanted to mention something to you guys too. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say it's probably not the last thing I take from you boys.
That certainly doesn't surprise me at all.
Not at all.
I mean, someone named All Ego. He'll never do it as good as we do it.
So for those that don't know, Ethan Page's new finishing move is pretty much the Twist of Fate. That's why it's hilarious. His move is a Twist of Fate. But something very imperative there. He said, that's not the last thing I'll be taking from you guys. If we get Ethan Page and Josh Alexander revitalized as the Northern Hardys, let's fucking go, man.
Whoa.
Put that into the universe right now. That
Yes.
shit needs to happen.
Now, y'all, I'm going to see Robert with Josh Alexander. Y'all want to see some Hardys in the North?
Yes, 100%. Let's do it.
So with that being said, we move to the final video. Pat McAfee got his tithers in a bunch, if you will, as we saw at Elimination Chamber. So the female singer who sang the national anthem booed the American national anthem. She booed the Star Spangled Banner. She said, fuck America. And then Logan Paul came out with an American flag. So what happened was Pat McAfee mid that show was like, these people want to boo our country and derpa derpa der on Pat McAfee. So he went on his show to issue a quote-unquote apology, magma. So we will get into this quick video before we get into our predictions and we make fun of Tony Khan. Here is Pat McAfee apologizing for going off on Canada after they booed the national anthem during the Elimination Chamber this past weekend.
Listen, there's been some things said to me from Canadians that I guess I respect because of the passion that you have for your country, which I hope you understand that I was showing the same for mine. You booed my country. Now, I heard from a lot of Canadians during the national anthem, obviously, the Rogers Center, overwhelming boo. I mean, very loud boo. First reaction whenever national anthem starts up there was for some of these Canadians just to start booing. And I'm like, what? Okay. My entire life, my first reaction when somebody boos the national anthem is, fuck you.
Yeah.
Okay, that is mine. I'm very thankful that I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the United States of America. I'm very proud that I am from the United States of America. And is everything perfect? Absolutely not. But my dad went from being a truck driver to a millionaire because he taught his son a work ethic and that anything is possible on this land here in the United States. Now, I know that we're not the only country that has that happen, but in my life, that is the case. I've also moved out here to Indiana and got a chance to meet a lot of military members. I've been to a lot of bases. I know Gold Star families. I know people that have been affected for fighting for our country that really see the national anthem as like hey, this is our shit. So anytime I've ever heard somebody boo our national anthem, my natural reaction is let's fight. That is literally my natural reaction. Now, a lot of Canadians have told me, why don't you do a little investigating on why we're booing? Okay, did you hear what your president said? Okay, listen, I understand there's political differences at the current moment between us and Canada. But I feel like anytime I think of Canada, I don't think of what Justin Trudeau does. I don't think immediately of Justin Trudeau's decisions. I don't think immediately of what Canada is doing in the political sphere. I think of the people of Canada. I think of Gumpy. I think of Poutine. I think of the magical times that I had up in Niagara Falls as a teenager at the Wild Mushroom, the old casino, the new casino. Let's not even talk about the adult ballets that maybe introduced me to a lot of things in life. I think about loonies and toonies in good times, in Mounties allowing teenagers puke in their streets because maybe we're a little bit overserved. That's what I think of when I think of Canada. I don't think of Justin Trudeau. Okay, so I understand now from the Canadians that they have a lot more passion for their country than I could have ever imagined. A lot of terrible things have been said about me, and I understand it. You boo my country, I called your country terrible. Let's shake hands, okay? You said you didn't boo every member of the United States or every citizen of the United States of America. Well, I didn't say the Canadians are terrible. I said your country was. So you booed us. I said you're terrible. Let's shake hands. Let's move along.
There you
okay?
go.
That's what I would like to say. And I still love Canadians, okay? We got one in the building. Literally hired right off of a ship painting job in the Northwest Canada, brought him in. His diction, his accent, the words he says, the way he says things, I think exemplifies what Canadians are as a whole, his attitude, his peace, everything like that. So I love Canadians, but my first reaction whenever you boo our country is, well, okay, let's fight. And I'm sorry. So let's go shake their hands. Canada.
Boom.
I hope it gets settled.
So, first off, I'm going to say this because in light of all this as well, Pat McAfee and his family, and especially his little girl, have had death threats, which that I don't wish on anyone. For that, you can go fuck yourself. That definitely you can go fuck yourself for that. That I will say. But Pat, literally, Canada is supposed to be our ally, and the orange man who's in charge is making enemies out of every motherfucker out there, as pretty much the best way I can summarize it. So, Robert, you want to go ahead on that?
Oh man, Pat McAfee is a wonderful human being. He's a character, and a lot of things that he just said I really resonate with me because there's a lot of the things that I do agree with as well.
Yes.
You know, we do live in America. Things aren't great right now. That's obvious to anybody with eyes and ears. But at the same time, you know, the death threats, knock it off.
Knock it off.
Like that's too much. You know, when it comes to where you're from, you know, there's definitely passion behind that. And you know, sometimes we do let emotions get the best of us, and I'm sure Pat did, and there's some Canadian folks who probably did as well. And you know, this whole beef of booing each other and all this it's not even between the people. It's between our leadership right now, which they're fucking up severely. And you know, just understand that the majority of Americans, at least I hope the majority of Americans, are not happy with what's going on in our country. And I know some Canadians personally who are not happy what's going on in their country. So I guess all in all, let's just be people.
Amen to that, my good sir. Now, my demon lady friend, what are your thoughts on this situation?
See, I can't make a big ass comment on this because one, I'm from here, obviously, so I have no technical right to have an opinion on it. So I think I will admit that the death threats and shit, no, we do not do that shit no matter what is going on. You don't threaten his family, you don't threaten his kids. But he also needs to remember, keep your mouth, stop saying stupid things. Leave it at that. But I know, yes, you have told me you're kind of, like, obviously everything's going on over there and all of that, so. But Donald Trump's a cunt, sorry.
There you go. Let it out. You cunt. So
you motherfucker.
So
my mom
censor this.
Censor this. Take us off. Take me to jail. Throw away the key.
She's gonna murder
I ain't
me.
afraid to
fuck anybody in the ass. Oh, whoa. So
see, this is what happens when you mention Diddy and Trump in the same show.
Yeah. I knew it was coming, but I set myself up for it.
I
But
bet he was.
I will say this: a lot of us were not set up for this. Y'all, we got a new women's champion, and her name is Io Sky. Mommy lost the title. Mommy lost the title.
No.
We've been trying to make sense of this for a week. And,
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
Why?
What?
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 Io and Bianca should be good, but I mean, I don't know. What do we do with Rhea now? What are we doing?
What are we doing? What?
Isn't Miss Flair back?
Well, she's going
I
against
know
Tiffany.
Tiffany's done it, blah blah, but
No, she's going against Tiffany. Tiffany's going against Charlotte for the title.
Who's there for Rhea? Who's there for Rhea to go against right now? Probably Jade.
Julia.
Oh, Julia, yeah.
Rhea and Stephanie Vaquer, Rhea and Julia, if they want to do an NXT shakeup, that'd be cool. Or maybe make it a triple. I don't know. I'm still trying to make sense of it too. But yeah, I had to put up
the man comes. If the man comes back, then
rematch. Okay, rematch. I like your style.
I'm crying that into the universe. Take it and do what you want with it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, there's a lot, like we mentioned, folks, to really get into WrestleMania. And what we're going to get into now, as we gave us our little synopsis and analysis, we're going to talk about AEW Revolution, which Robert is not going to because he sold his ticket, as he made so eloquently apparent last show. He said, fuck your Cope and Moxley.
Anthony, I'm going to say this. I'm going to try to look into the camera while I say this. Please, for the love of God, do not announce the main event first.
All right. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm going to stand up as I say this. So when you think of Tony Khan's booking and how he's kind of fakakated and there's no continuity and he kind of just like meshes things together and there's something over here, over there, to make a pop culture reference, he's literally books AEW like it's Spider-Man 3. Yes, I went the Spider-Man 3 route. There's a story over here. There's a story over there. And Tony Khan is doing the Tobey Maguire dance. Here we go.
The Tobey Maguire dance.
That is Tony Khan. He's doing the Tobey Maguire dance. So with that being said, I'm all danced out, and that's all you're going to get from me. So let's get into this AEW Revolution card. And no, he's not on it, though. No Daniel Garcia, at least yet. By the way, Daniel Garcia, I'm going to say this. Do not ever in your life say that Adam Cole has a crush on you. That promo on Collision was dog shit. That was not even dog shit. It was chocolate dookie. This man cut a chocolate dookie promo where he said, "What's up, Adam Cole? You got a crush on me?" And I'm like, shut your punk ass mouth, Daniel Garcia. You are a terrible promo. Wrestler, you're all right. But as a promo, shut it. Shut it. Shut it.
No. Hell no.
Just because you put it out there in the universe, I'm gonna do a quick scroll.
Oh God. So while he's scrolling, let's see. Oh God, we're gonna talk about this as
scrolling.
So the first match on this card is the pre-show match on the 0 hour, as it is a 6-man tag. Oh God. It is Big Boom, AJ, and the conglomeration, Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe, with Big Justice in their corner, versus Johnny TV and MXM Collection, the team of Mansoor and Mason Madden. So, for those that want to know why this is going on, so big Boom, AJ, and Big Justice, apparently they disrespected the Maximum Male Models on like Collision or something, and I'm like, fucking when? And then Johnny TV is like, hey man, I'm not gonna let you disrespect my boys, and he knocks the double chunk chocolate cookie out of his hand, and then he's like, them's be fighting words, and I gotta find me some partners. And so Big Boom AJ finds Orange Cassidy and Mark Briscoe, the conglomeration. Then Big Justice goes, hey, what's the word of the day? And guess what the word of the day is? It's boom! And then that's how we are with this matchup. It's a 6-man tag. Let's just put it out to the universe. I understand Johnny TV, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro, Mundo, Impact, whatever name you want to call him. He is from California. He is from Los Angeles, but I think the hometown boy is going to lose with Mansoor. Fuck your creative freedom. And Mason Madden. So I am going with Big Boom AJ and the conglomeration to win the 6-man tag. Roberto, go ahead.
Conglomeration.
And Big Boom.
Mansoir and his creative freedom can go fuck himself. But yeah. Got us on my ticket.
You want to do the boom? You want to do the boom? Come on, Robert. You going big boom, AJ? No? Okay. Fair enough, sir.
Boom!
There you go. Folks, he's legit pissed because he's so glad he sold his ticket. I'm looking at his face. He is so happy he's not going to this.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Just for the record, I have to give a shout out to Papa Lark. Dad, I love you. And his birthday's in a couple weeks, so early happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Papa Lark.
Thank you. I love you. So my dad and I were, the family here, we all watch wrestling each and every week here at the Larkin household. So my dad goes, is there anything going on this weekend? And I go, yeah, AEW Revolution. You know what my dad says? He goes, oh, God. And then that was literally this week for like, oh, God. He was like, fuck that. I'm not watching this. So, yes, the sentiments exactly. Papa Lark knows. So, Nikla, we're going to go with you next. Are you going to go with Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration or Johnny TV and the MXM collection?
Why? But I'll go with Boom because I have no fucking clue what's going on with that. Boom.
There you go. So, as we move on to the main card, all right, let's start with this one just to get it out of the way. For the AEW TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné defends the TBS.
My bad.
defends the AEW TBS Championship against Momo Watanabe. So they have nobody for her to wrestle. So I know Momo won the cup at the Dynasty to challenge whatever champion. They had an interaction in Australia where she pie-faced her. And then Momo's like, I challenge you, Mercedes, for the TBS Championship at Revolution. Then Billy Starks is there and helps her knock the friggin' title out of her with the sword. And she's going at Billy Starks. And now Momo's wrestling Serena Deeb on Collision to preview for the match on Sunday. And I know they wrestled last summer, which was a very good match, by the way. I did see that at the New Japan show. Very good match. But I'm like, this is just like, whatever. We know she's going to win. Mercedes Moné, but I hope Momo gives her a little bit of a molly whopping during this match. Robert, go ahead. Mercedes or Momo Watanabe?
Please, Momo. Kill her. Maybe no. That's kind of harsh. I'll leave.
After everything I said, you're worried about what you're saying.
I was gonna leave it all to you, Demoness.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, like it's obviously a foregone conclusion. We know the results of this match. Idealistically, I just hope it's a good match. Feelings aside, Momo is a fantastic wrestler. She's put on some fantastic matches. I guess Monet is doing what Monet does. I just hope it's a good match. But I don't know. There's just something. I'm gonna go Momo because I think we could possibly see an upset.
All right, Nicola, Mercedes or Momo Watanabe?
Momo, because I just wanted to see her molly whop fucking Monet. I just want to see her slap stupid, and he's worried about what he's saying after all the shit I've been coming out with the whole time, really.
So these two are going to be on the same island, and I will be on the Lonely Island with Mercedes, and because they're you guys are more in the hope camp of let's take one of these doggone titles off of Mercedes.
Look, as long as Momo makes sure she feeds her an English breakfast when she does it.
Take this breakfast, Mercedes. Take it. Here's some sausage.
No, just have a plate.
What's sausage down your throat?
Don't say it. Shut up.
So the next match we will go to on this fine card for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, we hurt people. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, defend the Tag Team Championships against the Outrunners, Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum. So the Outrunners beat the Murder Machines, Brian Cage and Lance Archer. Everybody dies. So the Outrunners beat them. They got a shot at the titles at the pay-per-view here. We saw the training video like it's 1987 this week on AEW Dynamite. It's going to be good. They are very much an over babyface team with their, like we mentioned, the retro nostalgia of the 80s and what made the tag team scene there. And we're incorporating in the year 2025. I'm entertained by the Outrunners, but We Hurt People is going to retain those AEW World's Tag Team Championship. I'm going with Lashley and Benjamin, the Hurt Syndicate. Roberto, take it away.
Just a side note, I'm tired of seeing Uncle Lance lose. Like,
I know, right?
God damn! Like, what are we doing here?
We say everybody dies. Who says it? And yet they'll make it. Fuck you, Tony. What? Don't mess with Uncle Lance.
But much like Mike said, the Outrunners are a really over team right now. The nostalgia is great. The training video last night was fun. Was that last night? Yeah, that was last night. Yeah, it was last night. It was a lot of fun. They're definitely a lot of fun, but this match feels like it should be on an episode of Collision. And that's unfortunate because I think it has potential to be a good match, but again, like Monet and Momo, this is a foregone conclusion. It's the Hurt Syndicate all day.
I would like to point out before we go to Nicola, you have a tag team that is reminiscent of the Road Warriors with how they're squashing people, and Brian Cage and Lance Archer, who would be a formidable team to go against the Hurt Syndicate because Bobby Lashley and Lance Archer and Bobby Lashley and Brian Cage, who have history from TNA, and Shelton Benjamin. So, but no, we went with the Outrunners, but it's still going to be a good match. So, Nicola, take it away. Hurt Syndicate or the Outrunners?
Who did you two say again?
Hurt Syndicate, Lashley and Benjamin against the Outrunners. We went Lashley and Benjamin to retain.
I know the Outrunners again. My brain's a little slow.
Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum.
Oh, fuck that. Lashley and thingy.
Okay.
I don't care.
She's going with Lashley. She's going with Lashley and Shelton Benjamin over the Hurt Syndicate. So we are all in agreement on the Hurt Syndicate.
My bad. Remember, I have been at work all day.
You're fine.
So I have a little bit more.
We hurt people. So we go to the
people.
Lashley. Leo Rush is there.
Yeah. Please don't put them together again. Don't even put that into the universe. Don't even do that, man. No.
Do it, Tony.
No, don't do it, Tony. And watch him say that he will. So
if he does, I'll think he's shot.
Think the mega yacht. Sink the motherfucking mega yacht. Oh my goodness. So I will say this.
I'm not allowed on post no more. You know that. I'll go.
Oh my God.
No.
Well, Tony, you have to understand the prefaces of this, folks. When you go on an interview and the guy who's interviewing even laughs at you by saying, that's what you're living on now, the yacht, because you come off like the most Nepo baby when people want out of your company and you're bragging about, being on the mega yacht. Fuck. Like, that's why people don't like you, Tony. And just for example of what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, that is the mega yacht right there. This bad boy right over here as I close out that mega yacht right there. There's the mega yacht. The mega yacht.
You could sink that really easily. Trust me. They spoke the Titanic. I could sing that bullshit.
Oh my goodness. So the next matchup we'll go to, it is the match that they announced last night on AEW Dynamite for the AEW Continental Championship. Kazuchika Okada defends against Brody King of the Hounds of Hell. So he beats Buddy in Australia. There's a little interaction between Kazuchika and Brody King. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ooh. And then Okada attacks him on Collision, and here we are. Did I pretty much set up how this match got made, Robert Davis?
It is.
Go ahead. I'll let you go.
I had no idea how this match came about. In our TSK Discord, somebody just happened to mention it, and we were just like, "How the fuck did this come to be?" And they literally took about 15 seconds to explain it, just like Mike did. And here we are. So I'm just like, "Oh shit, okay, cool." It's Brody King, it's Kazuchika Okada. Like, this match it's going to be great. Like, they've wrestled each other before, or at least had interactions with each other.
Yes.
And it's fantastic. Last night, the main event was top tier. Like, it was ridiculously good. So, I have no objections to this match, whether it's going to be good or bad. It's going to be great. But I kind of see it as a foregone conclusion that Okada will be retaining. There's even been some talk amongst us in the TSK Discord about the Young Bucks coming back because the show is in LA and Rancho Cucamonga is not that fucking far from the Crypto Center. It's the Staples Center. I'm not call it the Crypto Center. Go fuck yourself. Rancho Cucamonga is not that far from there, so could we see the Bucks come back? Potentially. I think it would be great because they've been off TV for a long time now. Time to come back. But I'm going with the Rainmaker, bitch.
Fucking Rainmaker, bitch. Nikla, Okada, bitch, or Brody King? Who?
The Wolfman.
You go Brody. You go Brody King.
The Wolfman.
The Wolfman.
I love it.
So,
and as you know, I'm messing. Of course, I want the Young Bucks to come out. I was just doing it because I was watching Rob's face go, yeah, they can come back now. And his mate's going, no. Of course, I'd love to see them come back. There again, someone else who's not been on TV for a long ass time.
Right. So you're gonna go. So you're going Brody. Oof. Robert's going Okada. Beach. So I will be the tiebreaker here. First and foremost, much like I mentioned there, they could have done again. This is why we say build. This match just again kind of came out of nowhere. Tony's flying from the seat of his pants. I'm not going to do the dance again, but he's fucking.
I'm on the yacht.
I'm not going to do the Tobey Maguire dance, but he's Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3. This
was stuck so bad.
So this matchup, it's going to be very good, much like Robert said, but it's a foregone conclusion. If you're going for what you want to do in All in Texas with Okada and Omega, which we'll get into that match next, Okada has to win here. So I'm going to go with Kazuchika Okada, beach. And then we move on to our next match that we're going to talk about. It is for the AEW International Championship as Konosuke Takeshita with that mofo Don Callis defends against Kenny Omega. I am here for this. This is going to be excellent. And in this particular scenario, since he's never, except for the tag match, pinned Konosuke Takeshita, I think we're going to get a title unification going towards All in Texas. I'm going to go with that boy. He hears that battle cry. Kenny Omega wins the International Championship for the first time in AEW, but I'm really looking forward to this. I will switch it on over, flip the script, if you will, and go to the Demon Lady. Are you going Kenny Omega or Konosuke Takeshita?
I'm going Kenny Omega, but also for another reason, because I want him to, as soon as he's done, I want him to beat the shit out of Don. I want him to throw him on his head.
I like
your 100%. As long as Don goes down, I wanted to punch him yesterday when we was watching it. I was like, you motherfucker.
Don goes down.
Don goes down.
Don goes down.
So, Roberto, are you going with Kenny Omega or Konosuke Takeshita for that International Championship?
Takeshita has had a fucking hell of a run. It's been great. Like, this is what we've clamored for since he got to America. And, there was this kind of period of time where he wasn't doing anything. And we were all just kind of going, what the fuck, Tony? Like, do something with this guy.
Right.
And it took a while, but you did something. Much like you said, we're working towards the title unification.
Okay, so with that being said, I think we're all in agreement with Kenny Omega doing his damn thing. And I really, like I said, Konosuke Takeshita, we even said this like when he turned heel going against Kenny Omega for the first time. He has such potential from DDT in Japan that they finally gave him something to really sink his teeth into. And you have someone to have a prominence as far as a championship goes. And I think wherever Takeshita goes next, I think he's going to shine and do his thing. So 100%. I'm right there with you guys, man. Like, I'm really enjoying his rise. And speaking of someone else's rise, we are going to continue with the Don Callis family front, as this is the finale. This is the end of the feud, if you will. And what better way to settle it than in a 6-foot, steel cage match, if you will, a solid steel cage, 16 feet high, whatever the hell you want to call it. It is Will Ospreay against Kyle Fletcher. Yeah. Kyle Fletcher doing his thing, showing that aggression that he has. Should have won the Continental Classic, but we won't go there. But Kyle Fletcher has really come into his own ever since the split, ever since he shaved his head. Mark Davis, I think, is going to have a pivotal role in this because he did not like getting shoved by his bruv, Kyle Fletcher, in the Don Callis family. I think Mark Davis is going to have some play into this because of Aussie Open, Aussie, oi, 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 and what we get to see there. So if this is the finale and we're going to end it, put the kibosh on it, if you will, I got to go with bruv, seal it, bang, Will Ospreay, and bang, and the dirt is gone. And that dirt that's going to be gone is Kyle Fletcher in his face. Roberto, Will Ospreay, or Kyle Fletcher?
Oh, man. William has an interview coming up. I think it came out today with Chris Van Vliet.
Oh no!
I heard it.
Oh,
I've watched a couple of clips, and Will was Will, man.
Do I need to watch it and then explain it to you?
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
He's a pretty funny guy.
Did he still call everyone a bellend again?
No, apparently he did say that him and CM Punk had beef, but not in that way, because that damn CM Punk did not take him to the steakhouse. How dare you, CM Punk? You promised me to take me to the steakhouse.
Yeah, something about him going to WWE, and if he did, they'd be wanking into tissues over him, too.
Oh, God. Stop it. Oh, God, stop. Why?
I appreciate Mr. Ospreay. He has no filter.
He doesn't. Let it ride.
Does he remind you of anyone?
Quite similar. I see it's a thing.
I just want to see if he ever went to WWE and he mentions Sillet Bang there just to see Nicolas' face. If that was to ever happen, if he goes over to WWE and he mentions Sillet Bang on WWE, so I can see Nicolas' face.
They might have to put subtitles because
they don't understand what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, especially when he gets excited. Nobody understands what he's saying.
Yeah, at least people understand what I'm saying, though. So there is a big difference between me and Will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Being
But I think I'm gonna go Ospreay on this one as well. I think this would be a great conclusion to the match. Kyle Fletcher looks fantastic. He's fucking shredded,
dude.
My God,
he has abs upon abs upon abs upon abs upon abs.
He'll give Finn Balor a run for his money with all those abs.
Oh, you can't talk about that with bro. Did you hear the thing that Vince Russo said years ago about Finn Balor?
What did he say?
Don't say nothing bad about our Finn Balor or we'll fucking kill you.
Bro, these wrestling fans must be gay or something, bro. Because all wrestling fans must be gay. If you're going to send me a photo of a guy without a shirt on, bro, why are you sending me this? Because you said, Vince Russo, you said that these friggin' wrestlers, the size and the stature, and that there's no muscle, and he made fun of Finn Balor. And the fan was legit sending you a photo of Finn Balor with the shredded abs and how he's in good shape. Bro, are you gay? Why are you sending me a photo of a man half naked, bro? Because you insulted the man and said that he doesn't have a body and that he doesn't look like a fucking superstar. Finn Balor has abs upon abs upon abs upon abs upon abs, and he proved your point and you're calling him gay. You fucker.
Man, my God, Finn Balor's only a couple years older than us, and I wouldn't give my soul, but I'd probably give like a kidney or something to look like that when I'm 43, you know?
Yeah, but
do you know not to offer souls, brother?
Yes.
Do you know that?
I mean, I can't sell it if I don't have it, so
I'll give you my soul.
That's true.
Well, you know what?
That's
why I have no place to put my adrenaline, because I don't have a soul.
You know what the problem is with that too? I think what rubs people the wrong way is the fact that he's acting like Vince McMahon in 98, 99. Like The Rock is literally acting like corporate Vince, and everybody's just like, do we really need a corporate Vince storyline in 2025? I think that's what throws a lot of people off with it, just because of the character of The Rock. By the way, fuck you, Dwayne.
Fuck you.
So with that being said, 2 for Ospreay. Nicola, you were the deciding factor in this one as well. Will Ospreay or Kyle Fletcher in the steel cage?
Nicola, the decider.
Terrifying. I got to go for my boy Will this time. I've never said his name, as in I'm going to go with him, but Yeah, it's got to be Will, even though that dude is fucking hench. The other dude, what the fuck is.
Kyle
Ew.
Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher.
No. Yuck. No. No, no.
Fair
No.
enough. Okay. So with the ending of the feud there, we're gonna go
He
to
looks like he's got the tiniest head on his top of his shoulders and his fucking body. What?
Kyle Fletcher, you fucking big-headed motherfucker. Oh, so with that being said, we will go into the next matchup. What a segue, you big-headed motherfucker. Speaking of a motherfucker, we will go into another motherfucker. Another motherfucker, that being MJF. And Tony Khan has the ability
Wait,
here.
what's MJF done? I don't know.
Oh, nothing. Just he's a motherfucker. That's all. He's a motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's all.
he's a motherfucker. He's an arsehole. It's all good.
Yeah. So Tony Khan has the ability to do one of the most pettiest things ever, and I'll tell you why after we get to this match. So it's MJF versus Hangman Adam Page one-on-one. Tony has the ability to do the pettiest thing ever, and what that is John Cena just turned heel, as we saw. He can have Jeff Jarrett come on out, and he can screw Hangman Adam Page, and he can align with MJF and say, hey, I go with you, MJF. Help me win that AEW World's Heavyweight Championship, because this is my final year in wrestling. He has the ability to say, we did it better, Jeff Jarrett, yeah! But he has the ability to do that, but will he? I hope he doesn't. But in this particular scenario, I'm going MJF wins here, and Adam Hangman Page here could lose because Jeff Jarrett could come back and screw. Well, I reversed that. I'm sorry. I'm so befuddled here. Hangman Adam Page to win because Jeff Jarrett screws MJF, or I could see MJF just cheating and winning. So I will go with the latter. MJF. Robert, MJF or Hangman Adam Page?
Hangman. The Hangman seems to be on a hell of a run right now, and plus that mustache is fantastic, and it can't. So. Yeah, and it's great. I don't care what you say, Kyle. Go fuck yourself.
I'll tell him now, so I know exactly who he went.
Yeah, but this whole feud has been really good. I'd actually love to see him continue it into Double or Nothing. It's been done really well, but I think for the sake of I'm gonna go Hangman.
All right. So Nicola, MJF or Hangman Adam Page?
I'm gonna go Hangman because I just don't want to see Jeff Jarrett at all. He can fuck right off.
So my thing is with this is the reason I'm going MJF because I can see him cheating because that's what MJF does.
Yeah, he does is cheat.
Yes.
It's a thing.
But the Jeff Jarrett screwjob I'm going with because I think with this, I know it kind of came out of nowhere. And yes, I know they're pillars in AEW, but you needed to do something to pivot off because nobody wanted to see MJF versus Jeff Jarrett. We still don't, but no. I don't want to see them go back to this and we get MJF and Jeff Jarrett at Dynasty. I don't want to see that. But I think we're going to continue, like you guys said, into Dynasty. So I can see MJF wins the first one and then maybe another one will get the second and they have the blow off at Double or Nothing. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, I'm all right if the cowboy shit gets the win because we're going slowly towards the babyface run again of Hangman Adam Page, which is going to be sweet. But yeah, coming up to our next matchup here, folks. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left, so I think we are going to go with one.
Hang on, he's saying this, but guarantee in a minute.
I'm saying this, but we'll see if there's another match. So we're going to go with a match that the three of us.
So funny the first time I did it, and you both sat there like this, going, "She's just another bitch." She just said it again.
I'm going to go to a match.
That's why Rob's checking.
I'm going to go with a matchup that the three of us actually really, really want to see. So it is the ending, a Hollywood ending for the AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah made the conclusion. That segment on Dynamite last night was excellent. She spit in her face. Awesome. All right, I'm going to play the clip just because of how great this was. So here is Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May from last night.
I sentence you to a lifetime of mediocrity.
You'll
continue. Your career will continue, and it'll be good, never great. People will like you, but never love you. Because the star that you are will not compare to this monster that you've become. So you will dwindle, be replaced, and be forgotten. And then one day, many years from now, someone will ask, whatever happened to Mariah May? She found out what happens when you try to kill God.
This whole thing has just been fantastic. You see Mariah going insane. You see Tony back to being timeless. You have just, and I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine if you don't like it, but the layers and the arcs of this has just been great. It's been awesome. I've been enjoying all of this, and this conclusion where it's anything goes, no holds barred, no disqualifications, no countouts, falls count anywhere. These two are going to go balls to the wall, and it's going to be fantastic. So if this is the Hollywood ending, as it's so aproposly named, I got to go with Timeless Tony Storm to retain against Mariah May, but we'll talk about the caveat after we get our predictions here. So, Nikla, Timeless Tony Storm, or your girl, your number one, Mariah May.
See, I got told by someone the other day that I should support or, back up people who are from the same town and same thing as me the other day. But Tony Storm. Tony Storm, because if I went with Mariah May and there's a part of me now that my brain's going, Tony just go back, but is it going to be now that they reverse it again and then they do her going mental and do the whole thing backwards? So like Mariah then does exactly what Tony's just done and Tony Storm. Anyway, Norman, never mind.
So
talk too much about that.
Roberto, Tony Storm or Mariah May?
Just a side note, Tony Khan has not been active on Twitter for 17 hours, so I think we're in the clear.
I think we are in the clear. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for staying up. For once.
So Timeless Tony Storm, and for the love of God, please let RJ City write more.
Yes, because he's been the one writing this stuff. Like, this has been really good. Yeah, thank you, RJ City.
Give him a raise.
I love what she said about I am the God, and then it just froze. And she's like, and you see them they say the same thing at the same time, don't they? And it echoes, and it's like,
it's so good. Like, I say this is probably, and I actually got to give a shout out to Off the Mic Sports Network, Off the Mic here and Off the Rope. So he said, and I think you guys agree with me on this. This match should actually be the main event. A Hollywood ending, main eventing, showing. The fact that this is not going to be the main event is going to piss me off because we're going to get to that main event.
Yeah.
I want to know what the main event is.
But Tony Storm, man, like, this has been some of her best work, especially this feud. Now it's culminating to an end. The one caveat, my friends, where the hell do we go from here? Where the hell do we go after this? Because who the hell is she going to face? Megan Bain? Is she going to – if Ruby Soho comes back, because we saw Ange back, have the Outcast thing and they have it in this realm, that would be cool. But, like, who the hell do you have Tony Storm face next?
Oh, we got to do some building.
She named a few people in one of her interviews she did as Tony Storm, and she was saying Statlander, she was saying Monet, she was saying, like everyone we said on the show
Please,
before.
for the love of God, keep her far away from Mercedes.
Please. No, let her near her because she can throw sausages at her.
But no, it's the thing where it's just like I don't want her to have another title. I don't, and that's the thing. The thing you can do with building people is, you mentioned Statlander, that would be cool, but I think the next challenger that would really suffice if you get Megan Bain, because we saw the strength of her in their tag match last night. Like, she has the ability. She has something there. All right, I'm going to build it like this. Now, mind you, she's nowhere like Awesome Kong, but like when Gail Kim and Awesome Kong, when they had their legendary feud, her and Gail Kim had that legendary feud in 2007 where Gail beat her first with a roll-up and then Awesome Kong destroyed her. You could build her like that. Tony gets a win over here, and then we come back, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Much like, all right, I'll say one of these two. Like, look at Allie and Su Yung. Allie beat her first, and Su Yung killed her. Boom. You can do something like that.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where they go. And now we're going to blend these two together because these guys are actually the final two matches that we're going to be discussing here. So, with that being said, and a singles match to determine the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. Whose house? Swerve's house against Ricochet. Can I get a aha? No, you cannot. No, sir, you cannot. No.
Not if you look like Andrew Tate's dad, no.
Oh, God. Andrew Tate's illegitimate son, his illegitimate fetus, goes against Swerve Strickland. The man wore a backwards hat last night, and Swerve said the only thing people care about is his wife, his ring announcer wife. Fuck you, Ricochet. I enjoyed the whole segment. The match last night was great. Okada and Ricochet against Swerve and Brody King. If you're gonna do something here, and Ricochet already has a win over him, he got busted last night with the scissors. I gotta go with that boy Swerve because Dynasty is where he beat Samoa Joe last year. I want to see him win it again or be involved in the title picture at Dynasty. Rob, are you going with Swerve or
You took the thought right out of my head. This is definitely something Swerve needs to win. That way we can go into Dynasty and get that fucking title off Moxley.
As long as we don't have what should not happen. If we have Prince Nana turn on Swerve, I will be so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, don't you.
Don't, Tony. Don't. So, Nicola, Swerve.
Looking at you, Anthony.
Looking at you, Anthony. Are you going with Swerve or
Tony, if you do this, I will definitely sink your yacht. Just saying. No, I won't. The Demoness will. There we go. Swerve. Swerve.
When we drive what? Swerve, when we drive what? Okay.
Yeah.
Now this brings us to the main event of the evening.
Why are you huffing? I don't know. I know who this is if you're huffing like that.
Oh,
it is the main event of the evening, folks. It is for the AEW World's Heavyweight Championship. Neo Nox Mox not accompanied by the Romper Stomper gang.
Because they're all dead.
Because they're all dead except for Wheeler because he showed him respect last night. God damn it. So the way I look at it like this isn't even a Neo Nox gang. These guys are like Fat Albert hanging out at the junkyard. Hey, fuck them. So we got John Moxley, Neo Nox Mox defending the title against Cope for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Oh God, this sucks. So we have neither. They can what? We could go so many ways with this. So we could have Moxley retain. We could have Cope win, of course. But, and we're gonna put this out there because of what happened on Dynamite. You could have Cope win, and then Christian cashes in and beats Cope and wins the title. You could have Moxley win because nope.
Fuck no with that.
Or you could have Moxley win, and I can't believe I'm going to put this into fruition, but Jay White cut the promo after he beat Max Caster last night, and he's talking about there's going to be a new world champion, Cope. If Jay White turns heel and costs Cope the match and is the newest member of the Death Riders, and they kick Wheeler Yuta on out of there, and they put Jay White in, and you have Moxley retained because of Jay White, I'm just throwing it out there. I think we're going to get Moxley win.
Throw it back.
I think we're going to have Moxley win. You're welcome. I think we're going to have Moxley win, and we're going to get Moxley and Swerve at Dynasty. So I'm saying a title retention for Neo Nox Mox with the help of Switchblade. Breathe with the Switchblade. Jay White. Turns heel. Boom. Robert, go ahead, man.
My lord. Copeland, Adam, Edge.
Copeland.
He is not TSK approved. There is nobody, and I mean nobody, in our Discord chat that wants to see this match.
Nope.
A lot of us, and I want to even say almost a majority of us, are fans of Moxley. We are all extremely disappointed how this Death Rider story turned out because it had potential to be something really, really fucking cool, and it's not. Neo Nox, Mox, and all. Like, it had potential to be something really cool, but the Death Riders have just turned into the D Riders at this point. And you can take that however you want, because this whole story has just sucked absolute D. And I know three. I know the story's probably not going to end because they probably don't know how to fucking end it.
Tony.
But I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat, bitch.
On a boat, and I'll pay you.
I'll sink you.
But my hope is
Cope?
not for Cope, is that Mox does retain. Christian cashes in. We get Christian and Swerve at Dynasty, because I think from a wrestling aesthetic, that would be a fantastic match. The promos leading up to it would be pretty good too. I know Nicholas is kind of like, the fuck? But
you read my mind.
I did. I have those capabilities, but
I'm aware.
that's kind of my hope for this whole situation, because it's just gotten to the point where it's god awful, and we can fix it.
So before we get to Nicola, you're not even going to mention that Jay White heel turn. You're not. Yeah, I put it out there. Come on, man. Jay White turns heel and joins the Death Riders. Come on.
Jay White heel turn would be fantastic, but not with the D Riders.
Thank you, Nicola. Are you going with Moxley or Cope?
He already answered for me, really, pretty much. Barring fuck you, Christian Cage, but I can see where you're coming from, and it makes more sense. But take the fucking cardigan off, mate. Your ego's too far up your ass. So yeah, chill out.
Or are you going with Christian?
I don't want to go with either one of them. To be fair, I think it's a whole pointless fucking scenario. But
they can both lose.
They can both lose.
Yeah, and of course they can't. But anyway, yeah, it has to be Moxley. Even though I hate what he's doing right now. I really do. But
we all hate it.
Like standing there watching what his crew's getting attacked, and he's just standing there like this guy.
First of all, Moses Marquez, I'm going to give a shout out to Mo. To the big
Hey, Moses.
So he put it on Max. It's like John Moxley, who's been over the railings many a times as a part of the Shield, but you don't want to go over that rail and help your girl Marina Shafir after she got concerto by Willow. All of a sudden, you don't know how to get over the barricade. Like all of a sudden, you know how to get over the barricade.
By the way, Willow, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool what Willow did. To be fair.
And if people ask why I am so hard on Marina Shafir, I don't hate her as a person. I'm sure she's a lovely woman, but please do not.
You sound like me more on me.
Yes.
That's what I say.
So the thing is, too, she's not been good since 2019, number one. And number two, the fact that we almost got the MMA horsewomen against the 4 horsewomen in WWE. Thank God that didn't happen, because we saw Marina and Jessamine in the ring, and they both are chocolate dookie. They even the drizzling shits, they ain't nothing but chocolate dookie. And then you
don't know me.
You don't know me. You do know me. You know what we do with problems? We solve them.
Solve them.
Who are you?
The problem is, like, they put Marina Shafir out here with no pop. She got no pop when she was attacking the security guard and she was a member of the Death Riders. The problem is, I've seen this bitch. This is not like China when she ragdolled Terry Runnels to come into WWE and nobody knew who China was. We've seen this bitch. We've seen her and Nyla Rose as a team. I've seen her lose a bunch of times, and now I'm supposed to take her seriously. Fuck that, Tony. So with that being said, yeah, we got to go Moxley across the way. Dick 4. So with that being said, we have to go Mox here. I am not looking forward to this main event. I think you can tell throughout this show. It's the entirety of this is foregone conclusion. And yeah, Tony, fucking, you got to do something, man, because this has just been the shits, man. Friggin' just everything with the Death Riders, from the friggin' pouring the chemicals on them, from kidnapping them, suffocating them. Just, I'm over it. I'm over it. So that, ladies and
gentlemen,
right? Yeah. That's
not Demoness, but
or kidnapping the Rock and Roll Express. That too. Yeah, I don't need to see Ricky and Robert being friggin' kidnapped.
Why did that even happen?
Why is this even happening?
Why would you want to kidnap them in the first place?
Because FTR loves them, and then FTR's teaming with Daniel Garcia because, hey, remember that time? Yeah, fuck them. So,
you mean the TNT champion?
The TNT champion is not even on the show.
Fucking fell into obscurity.
Well, because he sucks. And we mentioned this, that Daniel Garcia sucks. Because in Tony's mind, he thinks he's a star. Because he is Whitney Houston. Rest in peace. He wants to dance with somebody. He wants to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, he wants to dance with somebody who loves him. He wants to dance with Daniel Garcia. He wants to dance with Daniel Garcia.
Where's Jungle Jack?
Jungle Jack.
There's rumors that he's coming to help Mox.
No, for the love of God.
Oh, no.
God.
No.
And folks, I mean, you could see in our last predictions, like when we were talking about the chamber, we're like, but this just feels like whatever. And I don't mean to put it like that, but Tony needs to promote this better, number one. And number two, don't announce the main event first. That's the main thing. Don't announce
especially when Cope is in it.
Cope! So with that being said, that is our AEW Revolution predictions this Sunday at the, what the hell's the name of that arena now? It's not the Staples Center. What the hell's it called?
The Crypto.com arena.
Crypto this dick. The Crypto arena. the Crypto Arena. The Crypto Arena in Los Angeles, California on Sunday. Yeah, that is your prediction. So the next time
motherfucker.
the next time you will see us for predictions will probably be on the road to WrestleMania when we get to night 1 and night 2. Unless there is a pay-per-view before this, I don't know. But if there is, we'll be predicting.
Dynasty.
Hold on.
Isn't it?
Wait a minute.
It's usually before WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. So we'll be back before WrestleMania with Dynasty. AEW Dynasty on April the 6th. Yeah. So we'll be
April 6th. But I'm saying this shit right now. The Wyatt Six better freaking appear soon because I'm getting insane not seeing the buggers. And even though we've got Alexa, I need the rest of them now. Yeah. And if the Demoness is running around, they should be running around.
We'll get to that when we get to WrestleMania. But yes, our next prediction show will be Dynasty. Our next match watch along will be of Uncle Allen versus Tanahashi. Save me, Tanahashi-san, from TNA Final Resolution 2006. And I will say to these two, when we do watch that match and we talk about it, look out for the finish. That's all I'm going to say. As I put that hint to the universe, look out for the finish, because wait till you watch the finish of that match, and I can't wait to see your reaction. We're going to be doing our Killer Cross origin story, so all the notes are set. We have everything. We're going to get that to fruition very, very soon, and we have a lot more to come in the tank, and we appreciate each and every one of you who will be listening. But I also have to mention this about Alexa, because we talked about stuff that we're going to watch, wrestling matches and stuff. We're going to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. We're actually going to watch a segment of Alexa. And ladies and gentlemen, some say it is probably one of the worst main events in the 32-year history of Raw. Some say it's the worst segment in the history of Raw. That's right. From 2021, Alexa Bliss, Alexa's Playground with Shayna Baszler, running away from a doll.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, no, not that again. Not again.
It's going. So with that being said, we close this bad boy out. Roberto Davis, where can you follow us on the fine social media that you do an amazing job with, and promote yours as well? Go ahead, good stuff.
Good Lord. We are deep into the heart of wrestling. You can find us at linktree/BlackHeartsEBT3. You can find a link to Mike's YouTube with all of our episodes, where you can find our Twitter. It's not X, fuck you, Elon.
We don't talk about that man no more.
Instagram, Facebook. We do have a Blue Sky coming soon. We are also on the TikTok. One strike on us now, but hopefully we can maintain that good standing with the TikTok.
Lucky. No,
but if we don't, they can go fuck themselves too.
Who's Andrew Tate paying? Literally TikTok. Is Andrew Tate paying you? Is that why? Are you paying him? Are you paying it? Is Andrew Tate paying you to take our video?
Look, at the end of the day, I made a point. I said, Stank and his little people got the raving on fire. You know what? I'm going to say stupid shit. That's what I do. You don't like it, don't fucking watch.
And a lot of people don't like Andrew Tate, so there are a lot of people are in agreement with us.
I'm going to say this right now again. Fuck you, Andrew Tate.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So the clip that got banned where Sister Bear did badmouth Andrew Tate, it got flagged on TikTok and it got taken down. But you know where it didn't get flagged? Facebook and Instagram. So it's still up there, and YouTube as well. So go check that out there. So again, linktree/BlackHeartsEBT3. That's where you can find all of our stuff. If you want to find my stuff, linktree/Hey, I'm Rob.
Beautifully eloquently said. And I will say this to add on to Robert's point, because it did drop this week. If you want to check a couple dudes talking about wrestling theme songs, you can check out Rob, Dan, and I on Uncaged on the latest episode. So definitely check that out. We got to talk about a lot of good music, Mr. Rob.
We did. And also over on the Max Wrestling YouTube, our friends over in Max Wrestling, we have Kicking It with the TSK. We recently just dropped an episode. I wasn't on it because I was doing things. And we did a review of the Elimination Chamber. So definitely go check that out. We will link that in the description.
Yes, we will. You can check out Daniel Crimmins and Harold doing their thing, along with a lot of great stuff from the TSK. And y'all are starting your YouTube channel coming up, right?
Yes, it will be in March, I believe. We will have our own YouTube page.
Hell to the yes. So that will also be linked when that gets going. Congratulations on that front, my dear friends. Yeah.
I love all of them.
And Miss Nicola McDonald, as I get close into this camera, Miss Ma'am, what is your social medias? Let them know.
Right, if you want to follow me on Twitter, fuck you, Elon Musk. We don't call that X. It's Nicola Mac 853, the Demoness. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Demoness. I still haven't learnt my main one, but Mike will put it down in the description
I
below.
got you.
Yeah, my actual one. If you want to know what the Demoness is up to right now, go over and check out Max Wrestling right now because she's been quite busy and she's got a couple of busy things coming up. Isn't that right, Piggy?
All right, I'm going to say it because
Everybody does.
I'm
See
going to
you
say
soon, Chris.
I'm going to say it because she didn't say it. Chris Reed, we coming for you. And with that being said, if you want to follow yours truly on the social medias, SM Show 1 or MCL92, StephenMikeShow.com and LFCFights.com. You can check out Instagram _Larkin_92 and MLarkinMB on the Instagram front. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mike Larkin92. We are over 1,700 plus. We appreciate you on 1,107. Let's go. 170, baby. Let's keep it moving, baby. What else do we have? Oh, new pop culture history podcast out. Talk about The Color of Friendship for Black History Month, the Disney Channel original movie, the classic from 2000. That was a fun little discussion. You can check out Robin, Dan, and I on the latest Uncaged. You can check out this fine program, Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling, the weekly review with Paul Morales and Daniel Crimmins. You can check out the Steve and Mike Show, which is coming back. IceNet Pod, talking about... Hi, Steve! ICP, not IceNet. IceNet Pod, talking about hockey and a lot of great shows, as well as the LFC podcast on this fine channel. So with that being said, for Nicola McDonald, for Robert Davis, my name is Mike Larkin. Thank you for listening to another predictions for AEW Revolution. Robert sold his ticket. My dad doesn't want to watch it, and people are just very apathetic for this fine program. And with that being said, I'll pay you. Till the